In this episode, arm training and, wait for it, failure.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Welcome everyone to episode 539 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular podcast, beardcast, swolecast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. Everest and K2 flexing on you, what you gonna do about it? Nothing, because you're gonna get my bearded fist straight to the taint. Don't know what that means, but I swear I would taint punch someone. I think that's the best spot to just crush someone if they get out of line. And if they don't do their arm training properly, which is what we're going to talk about today. But I'll leave you with that thought. Just right under the sack, just right to the taint. Just that would drop someone. I'm convinced of it. Let's start today's episode weird, right? Welcome to the Swole. This is your first one. That was a real treat. Let's start off with the question of the day, and this one's from Instagram, from AutumnRose88, and she asks, what are some possible exercises that will help one to lose weight but avoid losing weight in the chestal area? The chestal area. Are your chesticles taking a beating from your weight loss, Autumn Rose? Well, I can help you with that. I don't have female titties, but I have beast tits. So I can help you with some of my knowledge nukes. Let me drop them on you. So if you want to get into your bomb shelter, you have a chance right now. I'll give you about 35 milliseconds to get into safety. Grab the cats, grab the dogs, grab the kids, and get tucked away, because I'm about to rain some fucking aces on your face. Here we go, Autumn. Exercises to help you lose weight. First off, you cannot spot reduce fat. So I will just throw that out for anyone watching or listening. You cannot spot reduce fat. So don't think you're going to do curls and lose arm fat, or triceps and lose tricep fat, or do chest and lose chest fat. You can build muscle in certain areas, and your body will take fat systemically from the body. You're not going to suck fat away from the arms, from the chest, or from the gut just by doing crunches or squats or by push-ups, for example, okay? So that gets thrown out the fucking window right away, okay? So in order to lose weight, as you ask, but keep those titties fly, you know what I'm saying? You need to look at your nutrition, because if your nutrition is out of whack, it can cause inflammation, which will put your body in a defensive state, and you can store more body fat because your body is literally going to war with itself. The immune reaction, you can have inflammation and bloating and so forth. If you're lifting weights, it will help speed up your metabolism. It will help give your body some place for this energy to go, and then you can lose weight overall. And if you want to keep those titties fly, by eating better, it will more than likely get rid of inflammation and bloating in places where you don't want it, like your stomach, like your thighs, like your arms, but keep it where it's supposed to be. So that would be my answer. Keep doing weight training and focus on anti-inflammatory foods. And if you don't have any clue what I'm talking about, I've done episodes on the elimination diet, on anti-inflammatory, or you can hit me up in the DM on Instagram, and I'm more than happy to give you a couple pointers. So that was a lit question. Thank you so much, AutumnRose88 on Instagram, for posting that up. Remember, if you want your question featured on the Daily Swole, just drop it in the comments on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook, and use the hashtag AskPapaSwolio. That's hashtag AskPapaSwolio. Today's episode is failure. Happy Flex Friday, everyone. Happy Flex Friday if you're listening. Happy Flex Friday if you're watching. And happy Flex Friday if you're making sick fucking gains. Happy Friday. So I am excited about today's episode because yesterday I told you that I was going to talk about failure. So let's talk about failure right now. Failure is the physiological fucking limit of your set. Let's talk about what it means to go to failure. Your body is always defensive. Your body wants to protect itself. Your body doesn't want to be in pain. Your body wants to survive. When you are doing strength training, you are putting your body in a dangerous, compromised position. Your body has to figure out a way to do the things you're asking it to do, to lift this X amount of weight 10 times, 20 times, 30 times. And if you put your body in this environment regularly, it's going to get stronger to handle it because it just gets used to being in a shitty situation. Because technically, that's a shitty situation for your body. You are putting stress on it that it's not used to. It's like you going to your work, whatever you do for a living. And all of a sudden, for whatever reason, with customers, with your boss, whatever you do, you have, let's say 10 times, like no joke, 10 times the amount of things that you have to get accomplished for whatever reason. All of a sudden today, it's 10 times more work. You are going to be super fucking stressed. That sucks. That's the equivalent of what your body goes through when you take it to the gym, especially when you're adding overload, when your body can't handle what you're putting upon it. You're stressing your fucking body out. You're stressing your body out. And that stress causes micro tears and trauma, and your body over time develops bigger muscles, stronger muscles, X, Y, and Z to handle that consistent stress so it can defend itself better next time. Failure pushes you to that adaptive phase. You'll read and you'll hear from people that say, oh, don't go to failure, you can overtrain, blah, 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 blah. Well, you're not going to go to failure every fucking set, but you absolutely have to go to failure if you want to build real muscle. Look, I'm not in the business of pushing anyone to take steroids. I'm not telling you to go fucking juice. I'm not telling you to go suck down supplements. I'm not telling you to do anything out of the ordinary. So because you're not getting any artificial help, you need to take everything that you can get. You need to take every angle, every advantage, every situation, and you have to maximize it. If you're not putting the right stress on your body, how are you going to see progress? If you're not pushing your body to that limit, how are you going to see change? Where do you think this is coming from? Where do you think this change is coming from? Do you think it's just fucking magic that you go to the gym and you bend your elbows a few times, all of a sudden you're going to build biceps or triceps? I know we've been talking about arms all week. This applies to arms. This applies to everything. It applies to arms in a couple different ways because arms are generally, I know the long hair of the triceps and the biceps cross the shoulder joint. We'll talk more about that tomorrow. We'll talk a little bit more about the anatomy and the breakdown of the shoulder, and we'll get into a couple different things of like angles and so forth. But mostly it's taking place around the elbow joint. That being the case, you got to be careful with failure. With the arms, you have to push it, but it's a single joint, so you don't have that dispersal of force. All of a sudden, you're getting it all focused on one single joint, so you have to be careful. But you can absolutely build up to that. Don't talk to any bodybuilder. Anyone that's built big muscle and built a physique to be admired does a shitload of failure and does a shitload of volume. So don't think you're going to, tiptoe through the gym and just do sets and do volume, but not push yourself to the point where you feel like your arm is going to explode. You need to train hard and you need to realize that your body will not adapt unless it's absolutely forced to adapt. Now, this is Flex Friday. It's a perfect day for me to rage on this because you're probably going to go get your pump on, and most people want to, do an arm day on Friday or Saturday, before they go out to the club. Do that afternoon, do that pre-happy hour pump, go to the bar and be like, what's up, baby? You like these guns? And give a little gorilla grunt and get laid. Today is that day. But do not think that you are going to get any results unless you are stretching the bounds, stretching the comfort zone of your arms. Okay? You have to absolutely force your body to adapt. Otherwise, it absolutely will not. Thank you so much for joining me for episode 529 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swole cast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. Thank you so much for joining me for 539. I'll see you all tomorrow for 540. Remember, if you want your question featured right here on the Daily Swole, drop a comment below with the hashtag #AskPapaSwolio. And I'll just rub my nips a little bit as a little Friday treat for you. If you're watching, you just got a little bit extra something. Don't worry, it won't cost you right now, but I'll be asking for something on the back end. Know what I'm saying? Wink, wink. Just kidding. I'm hyper. Lots of caffeine. Enjoy your pump today. Enjoy your Flex Friday. And I'll see you tomorrow. We talk a little bit more about angles with the biceps and the triceps. Oh, peace.